You bedding command, you bakwa ya kwan so ya hwem. Yeah, road carnages and I say because crashes ahodo ACCC wo ya kwan so. But then for period of time 2022 afie simu yen where a year first half eno say sign na ekwan so nsem etie ekwan so jojo ene akwansha ahodo ACCC etie. Statistically, you summary of road traffic crashes and casualties yenya ewo Oman Ghana emu. So shall see na we a provisional statistics from January to June 2022. In the case of provisional, I just say yen shed that enye sure say sanity bet one na ekura krata na omuna jman National Road Safety Authority. So aropa yene empanifo what National Road Safety Authority bidding combo near we say yen statistics here can sound it here and as a saying and from January to June 2022 cases reported January to June 2022 cases are reported here road crashes a year 7,687 from January to June. January to June 2021 and so you record 8,188 cases. So young where a year young compared 2021 to 2020 a year two where percentage a year difference and also variance now that is 612 cases and January to June 2022 at a Swatse performed by 600 a year 6.12. Okay, in terms of percentage rather in the percentage wise 6.12 percent. Vehicles involved in a year crashes 13,248 for the year 2022 first half and 2021 so 13,973 so 5.19%. Persons killed in the pair wo year and I say car pempem na kwan so kwanshomu nya ya omufimi 1,300 this year January to June 2022 and 1,454 in a year last year first half. And Osha, not to say 10.59%. Persons injured. One April prior were quite so 7,997 in 2022 first half and 8,188 2021 first half. So 2.33%. Pedestrians knocked down. One and nam kwan hu car ebo one 1,356 56,356 and see where last year and so 1,470 so 7.76%. so yamfa hano enyina ho kakra na afa mema anopapani amene nidi enkomo no akwa aba na yenhye yenkomo na ase emfa emfiri eho no ma anopai. So simply let me say anopai no we are privileged to have with us lawyer Kwame Koduatu or head regulatory inspections and compliance. He's the head of a year say 3 portfolios of the National Road Safety Authority. Lawyer, good morning. Great. Freshness na die. Person be. And you. And all right. That you mama ye dia. Great. Ye de nyame ase. Aropai statistics me edema ye sanate.
Me kasa.
Okay.
So we say mramo no car kwansia ese obi asa obi report ama police.
Okay.
Into data on reported cases.
Okay.
A call police districts across the country. And a bob one we share and random my say abandon when I was here the crash data no ebetuja. Now a provisional because you share road safety say more as accidents here I need a 30-day cycle.
Okay.
To be able to confirm deaths. If you say be no back hospital, if you know when we were
on the spot.
At the spot. If you don't call hospital, yeah, they have 30 days to go back to validate.
Okay.
At the end of the year, no, validation you call back to hospitals and health post centers na fe ya validate omo numbers in our police stations no.
Okay.
But within the year, I think this is the data that we work with. But based on omo dimraso koko report accidents no ma police for Abra ABC no. And that's what we use for our planning purposes. Because it's a validate. But with validation at the end of the year, share in fear create tremor. A baby a difference no. So my some credibility to work with the data.
Okay. So yeah, share the statistics comparing January to June 2021 and January to June 2022. And I said a year road carnages, a year akwansha hodo e call so nipa wu ye nipa prepare nipa car omonam kwan wa car ball wo mo any ade vehicles are involved ne ho kroba ne ade no e come say short. How's the magic?
This year I think sanity every January ABC June or they compare last year month to month basis be every month be I share data na who say a bafem kakra. What I'm saying is why Jeffrey Munina Moho and other stakeholders about 2 or 3 years now intensify Stay Alive, We Arrive Alive campaign. Now we share Siahuna campaign since a year and Mpensenmpensenmu fena we na unya ho faso. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
Now what to me enya outcome no. Yes say no ka ho. Ya toso biem ye other stakeholder institutions so ama mo home ne so. Ye niam yesusu say and say but for instance as a police were introduced to our friend on police action against rider indiscipline rider. In fact anyone here discussion be say na ye be kan okra na de ani beto fam abi hu say motor riders drew traffic signals obogina.
Yeah.
If you say intervention of police for the day abano, they want to deploy a lot of police enforcement officers on bike. It is a one they chase you up. And tiama almost also no improvement baho kakra. Riders no so almost na traffic light asia pedestrian or no lights na so green man is one twem no pempe no be he na omo pempe momo. And no free on more organized transport unions and institutions no GPRT or the Protoa the cooperative STC and VIP no almost so for the last year or two you intensify your presence at the major terminals. Last year you more formal road safety inspectors omodo do na terminal so and omo crew see a share cars na say be free terminal or at least minimum safety requirements be or can say or mashe ties ne driver no license na hwehwe operational controls outside the cars na every terminal so yenuanom DVL is also improve upon more processes Carnage no na infa say almost start incommodate before a motorcycle training. Say car driving schools are na ya kwa say omo chese na kaka nkwa. In fact man do down e bikes e wo kroma no e moto do na I don't have the percentage but moto do na e nkofo mo asu bike tree on their own. If you say ni shada ni tetea bia ma omo but almost started to home anamo and have a training the operators na be so esase embrace the need to improve upon more entity. It will just say we kakra ya na eboa. So we data ni abu say commercial for no bafem no. Now the many years of engagement with them. You say yakwa is a private forum. Private forum mo na feel so almost so ema mo hom ne so kakra. Private drivers no Carnage no na the presumption is that omo no be knowledgeable.
Okay.
Omo di mraso. nneɛma a yɛsusu sɛ ɔmo yɛ a ɛbɛboa no ɔmo deɛ ebi anka how no nhyɛ dɛ ni hɔ papa but the evidence at least from the beginning of the year is beginning to show that private vehicles is becoming more risky as far as yɛn kɔmɔdie ɛyɛ concerned.
But yɛnhwɛ private vehicles but commercial ones no so I think the private they be a mimi 2 year ma be parking but commercial no on the ɔkɔ ɔnam saa nti ɔna ɛkɔ so ɔmo kɔ other places na ɔkɔ maybe mo de ɛyɛ compliance ɛyi bi by sɛ ɔmo hwɛ no ɔmo ni so sɛ ɔkɔ ɛyɛ long journey a ɛyɛ sɛ wo de ɛyɛ drivers too so nya logbook na ho kɔba ne adeɛ sɛ hyehyɛ no ɔmo di so
me da se pa so there be a ka isa ɔmo a ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ car kwansia no nya sɛ insecure in fact to hwɛ ewiase nyinaa aman ɔmbɔ ɔmo homɔden pa no Scandinavian regions no afi ne bɛkɔ awie ɔbɛhɛ na bi ɔmo record be 200 to 300 deaths per year but ɔmo car kwansia no si a entire fa public transport for no if is a public transport no expectation is very high. It's so almost standards must be well above private for no. The same thing is so we can pay 2 car on kwano baba juma. But private vehicle eco C terminal or funny pabe 1538.
Yeah.
It is a system no etosin na bakokra ekonyaka kwansia ehunsun so na na ni enyan. Nti omo no ya na ye ni wo mo ho pa. Last year, he issued some 4 or 5 major directives just to improve the quality of service. Bako, yes, operator bia ne jumadi and na kwantu running beyond 8 hours and 500 kilometers. They also deploy 2 drivers.
Okay.
Also use logbooks. MIA to me who say logbooks no will control the speed. And after will manage driving hours no. Also road safety officers. Our terminal see any ho na DVL any ho na police ni ho saa nipa no a wanted tie no betimi asie nyina ya na mu ayedwuma anka ye nyina ye beye and after training. So 4 directives emu miensa de emra wo ho a ese omo so omo beye dada but yemfa amra no enye adwuma as of last year. Road safety officer na ye promotional but no crowd no ye new regulations called parliament na ba be man be mandatory. From last year no on the sector no very informal. Nti say krata assembly ade no mo do na omo used to. Nti even though ye ma deadline be say July last year, and you call back to who say omo bi o ha no mo hia emre. Okay. Nti e je emre ma omo say omo betimi a measure up. Ya who say of all the transport companies that were Ghana no, emo 31 and they provide services on such routes. Okay. Emo 31 companies ya who say omo providers are 8 hours or more service within their operations. Now, yeah, born to one say you bet by 150 of such routes across country. I mean, cause this accident basic, especially young Tessia, much involves a high occupancy buses nepia. Omudo do na or a long distance. To one accident see within Accra. If Accra accident involving vehicles see within the city be no one time ho asem papa. Ba obetia e bi Accra Kumasi, Accra Kintampo, omo bebre no ho a sa bre ene you can say especially bre risk efa and adu akwantu ho no. E was ropa ntina ma ya de ani esi sanse share no so.
Sanse share no. More etwana one who say because you know Ghana dey get me edin hyehyɛ no ba na ye gyato oh yes ye muni so but at the end of the year who hwe omudi so
yakoye is there BFN compliance audit over the last few months. In fact last week you share transport operators now and when she say this week or next week you share in some for You say of all the 31 companies, 150 routes, no. Your assessment, you compliance rates at about 38 or 9%.
Okay.
Your expectation was that at the end of the year, the NTM and your crown also drew by 60%. Into your share ama your match near Hunu, a far more operations so. Or be or no more Sinto, your companies bear 6 be or no more Menoka says, 4 directives you Omofanya Juma cry.
Okay.
Omono, you won't come any omobedi. You be or 6 nebunum dia Juma, they be or more a operator performance, more than 50%. It been quite 100%. Okay. Your company be Baka or Volta region, Osha STC will bear 97%. MMT will bear 85%. There are about 6 companies are Great Imperial, or more than 50%.
Okay.
And I will be more below 50. Binum cross was 0%. Now, yes, you say more 0 no. You know more a chayam kakra. If it's a one team in your audience or the on my say, and yeah, Juma. Abra, sa say no beti me abua amaka kwensa hon komo abafem. Omo to anamo name omo hiamre to measure up no so no we'll give them some reasonable time. Sabeya a sinto or no so omo measure about expectation is afene bakwa wie no from 39% compliance rates now we should be able to do about 60 or 60 plus by end of year.
Okay, omo you know DNA mobile wom.
For instance, omo nya crowd, the decan crowd, they be issue compliance notice.
Okay.
Compliance notice is a very short period to comply because we've given them more than a year. Until this time no time no enye yebema wa hogno sa. Na ya mo time say omo fast answer say no ngwa akwemo. So, within the expiration of new deadline at the Bemo, there were 2 options. The first option is a court enforcement order. Okay. And now say assembly cry a more permit. Say a more dear Juman, you better no more Becassa no much permit.
Great.
If you say Omoanya na so be a cosia, Sabi Obi name transport company be a year bet on Fufu. And I was there 2 and more. Ebetimi atwe oman no nyina so afi ha ho
lawyer Kwame kodu atu ahin eye pani a wono na ohwe ese Mame Kandofo is the head of regulations, inspection and compliance of the National Road Safety Authority, but no one can say private vehicles na ni akwansha wodo na say private vehicles no doso yan what statistics on vehicles involved in a accident na yan say the lawyer can if it is so because now because I mean a private man made my park my car no enti trotro and now say other commercial vehicles taxi when na musa enti ade na private and adoso January to June 2022 commercial vehicles a year involved in accidents a year 4,619 last year a year 4,948 private vehicles this year a year involved 5,862. Now just say commercial 4,679, a private 5,862. Wow. Last year we have the same commercial 4,948, private 5,868. Motorcycles 2,767 this year. Last year 3,157. Adena private vehicles no also in this.
Well, private for no major issues are speed and distraction.
Okay.
One Carnage ahoden wom. Nti the name da ho a obeko omo dodo na omo kita private cars so ye mabuno omo ye risk averse ze obetimi akọ 140 kra obeko if is opeza will enjoy car no omo be brave so distraction and as a nam kwabwa even within the city like for kita on phone any phone kita on my be WhatsApp near calls near there na kaka at the same time a major concern and I feel a bread now what are we doing? Yeah, she said you better intensify a stay alive campaign. You actually on what you see so risky choices are on my so.
Okay.
Police Adaroma police for start say apart from Paris no ya ni omo our partnership be to introduce enforcement cameras. As I say be no more more of surveillance, but you be deploy cameras on mobile vehicles.
Wow.
And the cars are you be deploy cameras on cars. Almost when yakwan is but almost na almost generate reference database.
Okay.
Once account na work from you receive reference a notification. Sebaya we could fine spot fine be account one assembly no, and the police automation project no is coming up very soon. And saying so say a call enemy digitization and Ghana card. Yeah, call you say numbers ne cost no a mass animal way very easy.
Okay.
So our law no, it's been in our books from 2012. One of the reasons that man yet didn't see about implement a address system.
Okay.
But to say no, DVLA improve on more data. Data na tied to your Ghana card. Police automation project economy. Internet so one drive na police camera power. Very easy to get in touch with you and notify you to go pay your fine, and it was about 10 or 5 or 7 or 8 years ago. Discussion akonanim pa ye ware say by the close of this year ye betia sempapa between finance and the Ministry of the Interior. Now you introduce technology because we share numbers are vehicle numbers and traffic volumes are MTTD for the police for there's a limit to what all of us can do and deploy technology. Will be overwhelmed.
Okay.
And I don't think I take that route. Hopefully, I mean, excitedly, technology, digitization, cards, synchronize will make it possible. Right. And so say I don't know if that comes in on streamer. Still alive campaign. Police for Ebwa with automated enforcement. Will be able to influence behavior. Okay. On that end. All
right, lawyer. I be yes, you didn't come on. Is here. Don't be try to now. Yanko.
But that's it. Now the can say Asha now che I for frase. Obia oba kwem obia na was a woman when you call ebusua ho. And then nyama mo iden. Na se oba adwuma na wan kofie ana wo kofie na se wo di pra ekofie a wo de how kese pa na ato ebusua so. The choices we make in traffic may either keep us safe or unsafe. Nti abese see entry home free how enema kakra ese mentumrika na wajai wo hwe na wa bre na wo se kofie na wontimin drive wa park car no na fa uba bi kofie if ya da so na obeka wano a po obi a won kana no na on kaka no bo seat belt yemfa phone on to ho abra etika mu ana etwika ye twe ho free sa how makomienu miensan ho a ye ware semu se ye betwa na wotwe na yemfa how kase bia nkoto abusuafo so.
All right, lawyer Kwame Kodu Etu Ahene, head of the Regulatory Inspection and Compliance Unit of the National Road Safety Authority.